What is up, Destined Ones? I'm back with another Wukong build guide video, and this build is really awesome. As for the new Destined Ones who are new player to the Black Myth Wukong journey, they can craft this armor set in their first playthrough in chapter 1. Yes, this armor is very easily obtainable in chapter 1 where you start your new game for the first time. Yes, obviously it doesn't look like that. The armor that you are going to craft will look different, but it is the mythical version of this armor set which is fully upgraded. So I'm going to show you an image how it looks like so you can easily find it in chapter 1. Yes, this armor is really OP. You can just, like you have seen the title, run and gun build. Just run, sprint as fast as possible, and then hit your enemy. It's gonna deal so much damage. I will demonstrate you in the end of the video in really intensive boss fights. So this build is really awesome and really gonna help you out in your first playthrough, especially from chapter 1. Yes, you can craft this build in chapter 1 and definitely you are going to kick some ass. Bosses are going to shred with ease. Let me demonstrate how it works. So let's first talk about the equipments that I'm using in this build. Yes, as you can see, this is the whole pilgrim armor set which is upgraded to mythical level. If you have started the new game for the first time, you will obtain this armor set and can craft in chapter 1, and until you reach chapter 5 you will be able to upgrade it to mythical quality with ease. So the effects of this armor set is allows you using the god while sprinting. While you are running, you can easily use your god without any issues, and while using the god it will increase your speed further. That is the best point. But obviously the full potential can be seen at the mythical quality as well. At the legendary it is also going to be really awesome. So just to demonstrate the full power of this build, I am using the mythical armor set, but you can just start with this armor set and enjoy your game. So the Swift Pilgrim, when sprinting, gains a small amount of focus per second. That is also really great. You can, if you want to just run around and gain focus, and whenever you are going to start a boss fight you will already have at least 3 focus point. So that is a plus point. So moderately increases sprint speed. When sprinting, each second moderately increases attack. That is really awesome. You can see the attack right here. It is currently 187. So this effect can stack up to 10 times and will cease upon stopping. Yes, whenever you will stop, after like 1 or 2 seconds the attack will go down back to, like as you can see, 187. So let me show you how this works. So for the staff, obviously for the armor set I am using the fully upgraded pilgrim armor set, which is one of my favorite armor set and one of the most badass looking armor set. And for the staff, I am not going to bind you to a single staff. You can use any staff in the game. Any staff will work with this armor. I am going to use a Bang, which is one of the best armor set, and the reason I'm using this staff for this build, because the gauge of the 4th focus point no longer depletes. If you use any other staff, whenever you are not attacking and you have 4 focus points, so it will start depleting and it will eventually come to 3 focus. But while using this staff, it will always stay on the 4 focus point, which is really great. You can use any staff, whichever staff you have you can use any, but for this build, to showcase this build and the full potential of it, I'm going to use the Bang. So yes, this is the staff, and for the vessel I'm going to use the Weaver's Needle, as it increases your critical hit chance and critical hit damage. And for the spirit, which is really important, if you need to just use your thrust heavy attack, because this build is mainly focused on 4 focus thrust heavy attack, so I'm going to use the Turtle Treasure, which considerably increases damage dealt by heavy attacks that cost 3 or 4 focus point, which is the key of this build. So this is the spirit, which is fully upgraded, and obviously I have shown you the armor set as well. And for the curious, I am using the gold button, and it provides you plus 15 attack. So, and for the other two I am going to use moderately increases critical hit damage, which is Beast Buddha, one of the best curios in the game, obtainable in chapter 3. And for the 4th I am using Auspicious Lantern, because whenever you on Cloud Step it increases your attack and reduces your maximum health. That doesn't matter because enemy will not be able to see you. And to increase the attack further, I'm going to use the white seashell waist chain, which is really easy to obtain. So these are the curious, and for the god I'm using the multi-glazed god, which is a mythical god. The last sip from the god significantly increases attack for a short duration, which is really great. And now let me show you how this works. Okay, now I am here standing still, no problem, and my attack is 187. The base attack is 187. Let me use the cloud step and drink the god. As I've already told you, till the 6th sip your attack will considerably be increased. So use your god to the fullest, empty your god, and that's it. And let me run around for a few seconds more and see my attack 392, literally almost 400, just by running and using your god in the cloud step. That is truly insane. Even like most of the best of the builds of this game cannot achieve that much of attack single-handedly. So this is one of the best. 392 attack from 187. It is like more than double. You need to increase your attack and instantly gain focus points. So to instantly gain focus points, I am using the enhanced ginseng pellets. And to increase our attack and critical hit chance and damage, I'm using long aura amplification pellets and tiger subduing pellets. So these are the main. If you don't have these, because these are really rare to come by, you can use the amplification pellet and the tiger subduing pellets as well, which are really easy to obtain in the game. So yeah, this is the entire build. And obviously for the skills and the sparks that you can say, definitely invest in critical hit chance and critical hit damage. Invest your points in this. Obviously your stamina as well. As much as stamina you have, the more attack you will deal. For the staff stances, max these out. Don't bother with the smash or pillar. Just invest every point in your thrust stance, because we are just going to use the thrust stance in this build. For the mysticism, for this build I'm going to use the immobilize. Alteration, do max out the cloud step. It is really important because it will significantly increase your attack damage. So do max out the cloud step. For the few bosses you might not one shot them, so for that you can use pluck of many as well. It is not necessary, but it is a plus to have this spell. So yeah, pluck of many, max it out if you want. And transformation, we are not going to use any transformation in this build, so we don't have to bother with that as well. So here is our drink. As always in most of my builds, I love using long balm because it considerably increases your attack whenever you drink your god. So each sip recovers 30% of maximum health. That is really great, and considerably increases damage executed by next attack. This is going to be the crucial thing for this build, to deal a large amount of damage just with one 4 focus thrust heavy attack. And for the soaks, easily obtainable in chapter 2, the 3 tiger relics. If you don't have 3, you can use 1 or 2, whatever you want. Okay, so for the 4th, the breath of fire significantly increases the attack of unveiling strike in cloud step. As I've already told you, you need to use cloud step to maximize your damage. So as always, 3 tiger relics and the last breath of fire. So these are the soaks and drinks for this build. And now let me show you some really amazing boss fights, and you will be able to see how I am executing this build in all of the intensive boss battles. Let's do it.
again, and your bones will shatter!
Our victory.